welcome back to the Barely Breathing podcast. Today we have Molly Wasserman, better known as at Molly Bot, TikTok dancer, creator, and real-life Candace from Phineas and Ferb. How are you doing?
I am doing good.
Your account is really amazing, and your account is growing extraordinarily fast. Like it's grown like 200,000 in the last month.
Yeah, it's been going quicker recently. Every time I post something about like Audrey from the Lorax, it seems to skyrocket a little bit.
You do look a lot like her. It's
Thank
crazy.
you so much.
It's wild.
Thank you.
Do you think you look more like her or like Candace from Phineas and Ferb? Because you get compared to like all these amazing characters.
Or Anna from Frozen.
I personally think Anna, that's
Especially, I feel Anna in the sweater, or if I like braid my hair, I feel like Anna, but I don't really know. I don't see any of them really, because I guess it's myself I'm looking at. I just like see red hair, so I kind of just go off of what other people like tell me, but I associate with, my cup just made a noise. I associate with Candace the most, probably because I have a little roller coaster in my backyard, so it relates to that, I feel like.
I'm sorry, you have a little roller coaster in your backyard.
Yeah, that's kind of how my TikTok got started off. Blew up the first time during quarantine. My brother and my dad built a roller coaster in my backyard, and I posted on TikTok. And I think that is like 4.5 million likes right now. So
your brother doesn't happen to be
Wow.
named Phineas, does he?
no, but he should be in Phineas.
That's
Oh
pretty
my, that's
amazing.
crazy.
That roller coaster, I've seen a lot of the videos, and it looks really fun. What does it feel like?
It kind of like it's a surprise because it's a launch coaster. So at the beginning you're like, whoa, and then it's just a fun like little ride. But because they made it homemade, there's a lot of falling off. At the beginning, at least. Now we've kind of got it stable, but at the beginning it was a lot of danger. But it's onto grass, so it wasn't the worst.
Oh man. Anyone have any injuries from that?
No real injuries, but at the end of the video I posted, I like somersaulted off the back kind of, and before we had a headboard, everyone's neck would get snapped back. So it was
It was a process, basically.
Yeah, it's been a process, but now it works perfectly every time, almost.
Almost. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Safety is obviously a somewhat priority.
If people come over, they have to like sign a contract. No.
Oh my, really?
A waiver.
Yeah.
A waiver.
You can't sue us if you get hurt.
But now we make people wear like a helmet and we put a pillow behind their head. So hopefully that'll end neck injuries and concussions from it.
It still seems
Oh,
like a lot of
man.
fun. Like I'm really jealous. I wish I had a roller coaster in my backyard. But overall, like I love your TikTok. It's just like really fun energy and stuff. Like what got you into it? Because I mean, it seems like you've been on the app for like a year or so.
I got on the app probably like 2019, like right before the summer. And I just did a lot of TikTok dances because I feel like I'm always dancing, and then TikTok just gave me like a little place to do that. And like I know all the dances always on TikTok. And then after the roller coaster video, I guess I started posting a lot more because I had people following me. And then but my content was very Candace and roller coaster oriented. And then after I posted the I think we could do it if we tried, like those videos, people stopped focusing on the roller coaster and started focusing more on me, which was like a cool shift. And so that's kind of when I started posting just like whatever I wanted. And since then it's been really fun. Just like I get so much like positive comments and like positivity in my comments, and I feel like I try to bring as much positivity as I can, and just all together I have so much fun with it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, your
You can
channel
definitely
gives off a lot of positive vibes, like very, very happy go lucky energy.
You can definitely see it with like I really like your smoothie series, if you can call it that. It's just like something so simple, but it's always like fun. Like I'm a big smoothie person. I know Sana's a huge juice person. But I don't know, it's just like a fun thing, I guess.
Mhm. I really
No, we've
like that because I like put out a video and I was like, what do you want me to post? And then someone said smoothies. And then every time I posted one, people would give me more recommendations of like more things to put in them. And I've never had kiwi in a smoothie until I did that. And then I added kiwi and it's really good in a smoothie. It gives it like a little like zing, almost like Sour Patch. And so I've been doing that ever since I posted that smoothie TikTok. So that was kind of cool.
That is cool that they like that you got that level of engagement from something so simple and fun.
Mhm.
So you're from New England too, like you're in Vermont, right?
Oh, well, actually, my like grandparents have a house in Vermont, so especially during quarantine, we go up there a lot more. But right now, I'm in New Jersey, at, like my actual house, and then I'll go up to my grandparents with all my cousins sometimes, and we'll be in Vermont for like a couple weeks as well.
It's so pretty up there.
So very, I love it.
It's
All of
so
us are from New
nice.
Hampshire, so we're one state over.
Next time I'm up there. Yeah.
Oh, of course. We'll get you in for like a live session for the podcast. So how has it been in terms of like you said positive feedback and all, which is like super good, but in terms of like opportunities and I don't know, endorsement, like kind of stuff like that, how has it been with that growth?
That's been one of the best parts of TikTok, I think, is I like companies will reach out and like it will be like jewelry companies or clothing companies or like what are it, blue light glasses companies, and I'll get a lot of like free stuff and then I promote it, which is the coolest one is What Do You Meme? Just sent me a box of all of their games that I'm gonna promote on TikTok, which is
All
one
of
of the
them?
coolest things in the whole world.
Dang, that's actually pretty sick.
So that'll be so fun. And I know off that you can make money off of like the posts, like how many views your posts get when you post with that. But the things like clothes, like I got Shop Cider is a really cute clothing company and I got a lot of like free clothes from them to promote on TikTok. And so that like expanded my wardrobe because I do not have that much money because I don't have a job right now. So it's an alternative to having a job and buying clothes on my own is just TikTok and then get free clothes.
Honestly, that's a great way to look at that. I wish I had that.
Speaking of clothes, a lot of your cool videos are like you start painting on clothes and shoes, and it's just amazing. Like, do you ever sell that, or is it just for your personal wardrobe?
I thought about selling, like I tried to start selling things like that, but it's kind of hard because then I'd have to give people my address to like ship me the stuff. So I decided not to sell them, but I paint on a lot of my friends' clothes and shoes. I did a shoe that has like the cover of Acid Rap painted on it. And I did the one on my TikTok is of Young Gravy's album, which is my biggest celebrity crush. And then he commented on the post. So that was definitely one of the highlights of TikTok for me. But yeah, and then I'll paint on my friends like jean jackets or like jeans. And I just really like, because I really like to do art and I also like making people happy. So it's the perfect way to just like give people gifts that like they couldn't make on their own. So I really like doing that for other people.
That's so nice. That's so cute. Have you ever thought like getting a PO box or something?
I was trying to set one up and then I got sidetracked and I never did. But that's a really good idea and I probably should start thinking about that again, especially because I finished all my like college stuff. So now I have so much free time and I could start up a little business.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Speaking of college, you're a senior in high school, right? So what do you like plan on doing? What are your interests? Where do you want to go?
So I want to study interior design, just because it's just like the perfect combination of everything I like. And I got into Pratt, which is in Brooklyn, and then I accepted, and so I'm going there next year, and I'm
That's
so
amazing.
excited.
That's so exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I go to school in Long Island, and I know you're closer to the city than I am, but I love New York, and it's just so awesome to just go there and just I don't know, have a fun time and explore the city.
Yeah, there's gonna be like so much cool food and like thrifting and like stores, especially in Brooklyn. So that'll be I don't know how I'm gonna have time to do school if I am in the city.
Oh
There's so
man.
much to do.
But you were saying that Young Gravy is your celebrity crush, and you've also in one of your videos said Pete Davidson. Now, I
Um,
don't know. Pete Davidson. I don't know if he's a celebrity crush. He's an interesting looking dude.
He is, but he's very funny. And so I guess for me that like does it, especially like Young Gravy is like, feel like his music is very silly. And so I guess that's why they're my celebrity crushes. But yeah, I totally forgot about that video though. That was from so long ago. But yeah, Pete Davidson. And like I love watching SNL too, which is what he's on. So that's so oh, like the week before quarantine, like just before it closed down, I went to SNL like live, which was so fun. And I was so happy that quarantine started the week after that.
Amazing. What is it like going to like one of those shows? I've never been, and it's just like it seems like such a weird experience to like see it firsthand.
It's like you can't really see all of it because it's a lot of different sets, like all lined up, or like some you're not facing. And so it's definitely not as like you can't see as much as when you're watching it like on TV, but it's definitely really cool to be there once just to see what it's like. And
When
my
you're there,
uncle, what?
when you're there, do they like force you to laugh? Like, do they?
Yeah, there's like a screen that's like clap, and then it'll like turn off, and it'll be like clap, turn off. It's like
Oh my
cool
god.
like, behind the scenes.
That's actually pretty funny. Like, commence laughter now.
Exactly, like laugh. It's funny. Bye.
Are there times where people just kind of laugh when the sign isn't even on? They're just like,
I'm sure I totally forget. I was so like in awe the whole time that I wasn't really paying that much attention to anything else. I was just like, whoa, I'm like actually here. This is so crazy. And it was when
That's
like the
cool.
weekend was there. So that was like so cool.
Wow.
'Cause I really like his music. So
What do you think of his whole stunt with the prosthetics and the interesting face for his video?
I don't think I saw it. Like I'm not that much of a big fan. I'm just like
Zach,
his
you want to
music,
pull it up?
Yeah,
but I
we'll get that going.
want to see now.
Yeah.
it's-
We've had Ben compare him to handsome Squidward.
it seemed interesting, and I think he played it off as like nobody knew for sure if this was like I don't know surgery and this is how he wanted to look, or if it was just a joke. But
It was a huge publicity thing to play a character from his album, so he like pretended like he was getting surgery, all bandaged up and everything for performances, but in the end it was just prosthetics.
that's
Oh
amazing
my.
being able to see them perform live.
Yeah.
Now,
Zach, you got the
He was wearing like the nose thing, like the.
Oh no, it's much more extreme.
Oh, I didn't see.
yeah,
that.
look at this.
Oh, whoa! He looks like you know the people who like get plastic surgery to look like a Ken doll.
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy. Yes.
He looks like that.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
argue
Well,
you can see it more here. His face gets kind of fatter.
Yeah, it's
My
interesting.
God. And that one, he looks like the
the ventriloquist dolls.
Or like
Yeah.
the robotic Santa from like the Santa Claus 2, the Mrs. Claus, like the
Yes.
robotic Santas. Oh,
Oh
my
my god. There's literally a comparison. One of those pictures just showed him side by side with handsome Squidward. Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
I do see that. I do.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. With growing on TikTok in general, what are some of like the coolest connections you've made, or like the people who you've become like mutuals with off of TikTok?
So the first like coolest thing was probably Dan Povenmire, who's like the voice of Doofenshmirtz and like the writer for Phineas and Ferb.
I did see
So I
that.
posted the roller coaster thing, and then he liked that one, and I freaked out. I was like, "Oh my god, he liked it! He's like my idol," because I'm such a big Phineas and Ferb fan. I watch it way more than I should at my age. And then
Yeah.
I posted another roller coaster thing, and he commented on it, and I had another freak out. And then he followed me, and I don't think I've like had a better day in my life. Like I think I like probably cried of happiness. It was so exciting for me.
Wow.
But yeah, that was so cool. And then probably more recently, Young Gravy, when he commented,
Yeah.
he commented on 2 of my posts, which has been really cool. So that was insane.
That's pretty amazing. Like, what do your family and friends think about this? This is pretty awesome.
My family, my brother obviously makes fun of me for my TikTok, but he definitely likes it anyway.
As brothers do.
Hmm. My friends, I feel like it comes up a lot more with people, like acquaintances or people I talk to sometimes. Like I'll go into a breakout room during Zoom, and the first thing that someone will say or is always like, "Oh my God, you're on my For You page." And I always like apologize. And I was like, "I'm sorry." I'm sorry.
Yeah, I totally understand. I go, oh no,
I'm like,
don't tell me what you saw.
please don't look at my account. Or like,
Literally.
or like people will, like people's friends that like I don't know will DM them and be like, "Oh my God, did you know that like Molly Wasserman follows you on Instagram?" It's like, "Yeah, it's my friend from home." Like they're like, "Whoa!" And so it's so cool that like people like recognize me and like know who I am as a person, because I guess that like doesn't register that well for me when I'm just posting. But or I posted something with one of my cousins, and so many of her friends like sent it to her and was like, "Is this you?" And just like the fact that they like see me as like I don't want to say famous, but like as someone they know is kind of crazy to think about. Just like,
Yeah, that's super cool though. It must be interesting though, like as a feeling, not knowing what to do. But I guess that's how TikTok kind of is right now, taking all these seemingly normal people and boosting them into the spotlight, and it's just crazy. But it
Mhm.
brings about crazy opportunities.
Yeah. Like my mom made me put it on my college application when I applied places. She's like, "You have to tell them about TikTok. They'll love that stuff." I'm like, "Please no, like I don't want to." And I didn't put my account name, but I just like put how many followers I had at the time, because I feel like to adults, the amount of followers you have seems like a lot more than it seems like to kids. And so maybe that's what got me into college, but we'll never know.
Yeah, they just wanted you to promote their school on TikTok, you know?
Like a Pratt influencer.
So you're gonna continue to make it during college TikToks?
I'm like not sure. Like I don't know how much time I'll have, if I'll get made fun of for it. Like I'm not sure. So I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But I feel like probably a lot less frequently, like especially now with quarantine. I can't see my friends as often, so I have a lot of free time, and I'll make TikToks during like that free time. But once we start getting back into like the swing of things, I probably won't have as much time to like do as much. Or maybe I'll just spend less time scrolling through the app.
Yeah, makes sense. But it's good that you have like the support and kind of the positive like feedback that you have had on your channel. And I think it really resonates with the positive energy you give off, and it kind of just gets people to see it and just be like, "Oh, like this is just so cool. This is amazing."
Yeah, thank you. There's like there's so much positive energy, and I like to feel like there's always some negative comments, which sometimes I delete, but sometimes I leave. Which kind of like I guess it outweighs it a lot more. I try not to spend time looking at like the few negative comments and focus on the positive. Except like I'm Jewish, and like I posted something about like Hanukkah or something, and just like the amount of like anti-Semitic comments that I got on that post was like horrible. And so I went through that whole post and deleted all of them, but that was definitely something I didn't realize was so prevalent until I like went onto TikTok and saw it myself, which
That's
was
so
like,
unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm Jewish too,
Um,
and like I see it on some of my friends' accounts too, and like people DM, and it's just I don't know, it's just so unfortunate, especially because it's like easier online. Nobody really says it to your face as much, but
yeah.
yeah. And I don't think there's a lot of people are like, "Oh, like the comments, like don't respond to them, don't do this, don't do that." But honestly, I think I agree with you in deleting them. I do it too sometimes. If like comments make me feel uncomfortable or I don't like them, I'll go through and delete specific ones, and I don't think there's really anything wrong with that. I think honestly it's like more power to you, because instead of like fueling their hate comments or whatever, you're honestly just like silencing them, and what are they going to do, like go back and comment again and again? That's more engagement for your post.
Exactly.
in one of your TikToks, you do you drink a lot of seltzer? A lot of my friends around here love seltzer. I'm not a seltzer person. Are you a big seltzer person?
I drank a lot of LaCroix, which is probably the TikTok you're referring to. Well, I made the whole tower of LaCroix. It's like especially during the summer, I feel like coconut LaCroix just like gives off the taste of summer. Like for me, I drank it a lot one summer and that's why, but it just like resonates summer for me. So during the summer especially, I keep like a lot of LaCroix in the house and I just drink it like all throughout the day, like no water, no juice or anything, it's just coconut LaCroix. And so I was spending so much time at home that I was drinking just an insane amount. And so I saved all the cans. My mom just got rid of them recently because she was like, what are you doing with all of these? And I threw them out. And it was the last time I could be like, no, don't throw them out. They're gonna be important for something sometime.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. So it's kind of like your equivalent for in the Lorax when they drink O'Hare air
Yeah, I
all
guess
summer.
my coconut LaCroix is my O'Hare air.
Yeah. Being from the Northeast, you experience all seasons as we do in the Northeast very well. What's your favorite season?
Probably fall because I'm very pale. The summer is a little too hot and a little too sunburnt for me all the time. And I like pass out very easily. So the summer's not the best for me, but I guess I like the summer because like there's no school. But the fall is just like so perfectly like
Yeah.
between cold and warm. And you can wear a t-shirt sometimes and sometimes you wear like a sweater. And also I really like the trees and when they're like the foliage, my grandma always speaks out about the foliage.
The foliage.
I
She's
really
not
like
wrong.
Especially like up near you guys, it's like so gorgeous. And so yeah, that's probably why fall is my favorite. And it matches me. The trees copy me.
Oh.
Fall, so.
Honestly, all the reasons you just listed are probably mine too. Like people usually pick, like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, like my birthday's here, so I like this season or whatever. Fall though, definitely, I agree with you. You could like wear almost anything, do almost anything. The temperature varies so much.
Mm-hmm. It's such like and it's like such a good, like it's like crisp.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not too warm.
The smell of like
true.
the mountains and
And the
it's so
apples.
nice.
Oh my God, the apples.
Oh man.
Oh, you just spoke to their hearts.
Me and
so
Zach
good
and
as
Ben,
well.
we live in an apple farming town. Londonderry, New Hampshire. Probably means nothing to you, but the apples are just my favorite thing ever.
Harry, didn't you just make applesauce?
Yeah, I spent a good chunk of time today making applesauce.
Harry's a big fan of making applesauce.
It's like the easiest thing, but makes you
Is it
feel
just
like special.
mashed potatoes, but like with apples, like is that how you make it, or is it like a blending process?
No, it's exactly like mashed potatoes. Like I cut up the apples, then some honey, brown sugar, and cinnamon. And I just stand there for like an hour, looking real smug. Like, look at this, I'm making some applesauce.
It must make your house smell amazing.
It really does. Apples are
Like
just
when you sell a house apple pie, when you sell a house, you will make applesauce.
Definitely easier than a pie. I definitely gotta put that in next time I sell a house.
Next time you
Oh
sell
my
a house.
goodness. Yeah, Harry's a aspiring real estate agent for sure. Harry, how many houses have you sold?
Well, I mean, real life around Minecraft. No, I'm just kidding. But
Oh my God.
but I feel like you might be a ginger icon on TikTok. I don't see a lot of redheads, and I'm a redhead too. It's a curse and a blessing, but I feel like a lot of the comments are just about you being a redhead. Like, what's that about?
That was kind of cool, and I like with that, we started like a little ginger account. It's called like the Weasley family tree.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
Like the German
that's so
Shepherd, Golden
cute.
Retriever boys.
Like yeah, like the German shepherds, like Travis. But yeah, we have like this account called the Weasley family tree. I just watched Harry Potter, like the movies, all 7 of them for the first time during winter break. So now I know what the Weasleys are about.
You just watched them all?
Yeah, I was never a big reader in elementary school or even still. So when everyone read the books, I never did. And then when everyone went to see the movies, I was like, well, I didn't read the books, so I'm not going to see the movies. And then this winter break, my cousins were like, you're going to watch all of the movies before you leave here, or you can't leave. So I watched all the movies. But it's
did they
really
convert
fun.
you into a Harry Potter fan? Did they convert you?
Yeah, now I now I'm like into Harry Potter. I'm not gonna read the books, but and I just like have such a big crush on Ron Weasley now.
Oh. I've literally never heard anyone say that. I've never heard it.
I was like,
Draco.
does no one else see this?
No, it's all about Draco. I'm sorry. Some people like Cedric, but Draco Malfoy.
Cedric, I didn't realize because like I knew who some people were from like seeing them on TikTok, like Cedric, and he was only in for like half of a movie. I like expected him to be there a lot longer.
Because of how much everyone posts about Cedric. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I bet if you've never watched it, you probably think it's just all about Malfoy and Cedric on TikTok. Because
Yeah.
that's all I see. Like Malfoy this, Malfoy that. It's like, is he the main character?
He was in it a lot less than I expected to. Like he was in it like a decent amount, but I thought he'd have like a bigger role.
I think he and Snape are definitely two of my favorite characters because of their character growth and just the depth in their personality and backstory.
Yeah, like when he was like good, like when he decided like he didn't want to work for Voldemort, I was like, look at you guys.
Wow.
So going
We
back
love
to
him.
your Ginger account, so you have like a bunch of other redhead creators just posting on it?
Yeah, so I don't know how many of us there are now. It's more than 10, I think. But we all have a little group chat
Wow.
as well, and we're there. We talk to each other all the time. I think we're gonna do a Zoom one night, which will be fun. But it's fun because like that's where we'll send all of our like when a Ginger like hate thing comes up on our like For You page, like Ginger slander, we'll send it into the group chat. And like it's so fun like having all of them. So
That's so nice. Like to find those communities on TikTok and kind of embrace them. And you guys are so inclusive with like pulling in new members and kind of just spreading the love, which is really cool.
and there's really cool people, and like one of the girls in that is training for the Olympics right now, which is like insane.
What?
And
That's
like
insane.
I was like, whoa, like this is so impressive. I don't do anything. I do arts and crafts.
You're like, I can paint your uniform if you want me to.
You have a customized like swimsuit, but yeah.
That's so cool though. Going off of actually a different tangent. So how I found your account was definitely was through Travis. Like, how did you guys connect?
So I guess I was on my For You page one day. He was on my For You page, and I was like, oh, he's really cute. So I followed him on TikTok, and then like he followed me back, and like then I guess that's how we got connected, and then we like snap and we text and like watch movies. And so it's kind of cool making those like long distance
Aw.
like friendships because he lives all the way in California, so it's like cool like knowing people from so many different places now. So that was
Yeah, that's cool. He does duet a lot of your stuff, which I think is adorable because he's always like, I'll watch movies with you.
Also the first time I like watched a full Star Wars was with him. Kind of like the Harry Potter thing. Like I never watched those big things. And then now I've seen a Star Wars too. So
Okay, good, because if you hadn't watched Star Wars, you would have truly hurt these precious boys I work with.
Yeah,
I've only seen like 2 full movies, but
half
I
the
told them I'm gonna
conversations
watch
we
them
have
all.
is about Star Wars, and Sana's sitting there like, what's the big deal? So what are your thoughts on it? Because, Sana doesn't seem like she loves it that much.
Well, I only watched like 1 movie. It was okay.
it was good. Like I definitely got into it when I was watching it, but I couldn't tell you one thing that happened in it now. And that's probably because I have a horrible, horrible memory. But like I don't know what that movie was about. It was the one with the big, like, he's not a booger, but he looks like a booger.
Oh, Jabba the Hutt.
Yes.
A big book.
That's a fair
I
representation.
think that's all I really remember. But I remember being like, that was a good movie. But you definitely need someone there, like, explaining everything because it's easy to get really, really lost.
Yeah, I had to watch the first movie 3 times before and I have put off watching the second one because it's just gonna take too much time. I know it.
Yeah, I don't think I can watch another one. But
Oh man, the amount of
I've
hours
seen
I've put
one.
into Star Wars, the amount of times I've watched each movie.
It's okay. Harry Potter's a better franchise to love anyway. Don't worry.
Easier to
I'm-
follow.
Oh,
when
for
Dobby
sure.
died, I lost it. I was so mad at J.K. Rowling.
I was exactly. I think
this
I didn't
is
even
me
care
with
really
Dobby.
when Dumbledore died. I was more upset when Sirius and Dobby died.
Dang.
Yeah.
Sirius deserved better.
It's like,
So
how
we're-
could she? Like,
I know. He was only there in Harry's life for such a short amount of time.
Such a great
JK
character.
Rowling. I need to have a
Um,
word with her.
Honestly, I think now that you've watched the movies, you need to just immerse yourself in the fandom because honestly, it's such a great place. And then go to Disney, visit Harry Potter World,
Get a
even better
wand.
place.
Oh, I went there before I knew anything about it, so it meant absolutely nothing to me. It was cool.
Wow, nice.
So bringing it back to TikTok, do you have any like big like plans or any ideas bouncing around in your head? I know sometimes like I don't know. Do you have anything?
I feel like I do, but I can't think. I don't know. Like I definitely like, have ideas sometimes, and I put them in my drafts, and then I find them a lot later, and then I'm like, oh, that was a good idea. I should do that now, when there's good lighting.
Yes, I agree.
But I don't think I have any like big plans to do anything. But now that we were talking about it before, maybe starting up a little business with like painting people's shoes or clothes or something. 'Cause, like,
Finally get around to the PO box.
yeah.
I really like the shoes you made. That was probably my favorite of your designs. It was really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are there ever times you find drafts and you're like, damn, I feel like I was supposed to do this, but now the trend's over. No one's gonna care.
100%. I have like an
Same.
insane amount of drafts, and I'll just like look through them because they take up a lot of space on my phone. And like, oh, why didn't I post this? But now it's over, so no one will.
So now there's no point. It's okay. Maybe you can. I think you have the following to bring a trend back. I'm sure you could do it.
Maybe we'll see.
That's
Or
pretty
like when
amazing.
you try to show your parents something that's a trend, so like it's like trying to explain a trend and like why something's funny to them just does not work.
Yeah, my dad doesn't even bother with it. He's like, I will never. I'm glad you have TikToks on it, but no, I'm not watching anything. And I'm like, okay, I guess.
All right.
That's pretty amazing. Like overall, it seems like your account is growing like really fast. I mean, and it seems like it's going to continue to grow really fast. And everyone in the comments are a lot really positive. So it seems like really good things are to come for you.
Yeah, I'm excited to see kind of what happens with everything. Hopefully it stays positive. I hope it's just all good always. And I don't know if there's anything, because I feel like I don't do anything specific, so I don't know how big of like an account I'll like get at some point, just because I feel like I don't have a little niche, but we'll see. We'll see.
That's pretty awesome. Well, when you do get really big, would love to talk to you again in a year when you're like 3-4 million, doing crazy stuff all
For
over
sure. In the hype house.
in the hype house with all the other gingers in the Ron Weasley family.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for coming on. This was a really fun episode.
Thank you for having me. I love talking to you guys.
And to all those listening, make sure to follow her at MollyMollyBot on TikTok and at Instagram at Molly Wasserman, Molly.Wasserman. And I hope you guys enjoyed. This was really fun. All right, bye.